And now a word on my company's small nuclear power plants. Around 1920s or 1900, like I say, in Germany there was the biggest and largest nuclear school of its kind, the first of its school, an atomic school that was actually in Germany and was responsible for lighting the big lighting effects in Germany that you see. Among these things, about 1920, 1930, they had this stuff capable. The small nuclear power plant. A power plant about 5 foot long by about 2.5 foot wide. About capable of generating, I believe, somewhere around 15 to 25 kW worth of power. A fair amount of power plant. It was actually 4-phase, or 2 and 2 basically, so it could run 2 different lines fairly well. I think the cables were about yay thick. There's pictures of it online. Originally, the wheels were my classic like curly or S curved wheel design, but later on they were straight, the straight wheel design. I posted pictures of it There's a picture of them being built and the nuclear case next to them. They could run 5 to 15 years without being refueled at all, and could run 2 different devices fairly well. Like I say, they were portable, steel wheels, and built. They were actually built before we actually had real rubber. So they were, or before we really had rubber tires, kind of thing. But I mean, extreme cost kind of thing. I mean, the public didn't really have that kind of stuff. So they originally had steel wheels. Probably around 1900 about, is what I'm guessing. 1920s about. Produced by the American government, or governments actually. Westinghouse really is who really built them. Westinghouse, Aryan Nation, Israel basically, base Israel, that kind of thing. Basically world population united, pretty much under me. The inventor of a lot of things. So anyway, though, but they were small portable things. I deem them only for military use because, if you wreck them or if you smash them, they were nuclear power plants. I believe they were thorium reactors, actually, and not like the really hot ones. But they used some sort of power way to turn nuclear energy into electricity. And I'm forgetting about the actual process of how that was possible, but all I know is that they were built, and I ordered them built, and then they were used on military bases for quite a few years. All the way through World War I, World War II, all that stuff. Built a long, long time ago, when nobody even knew about rubber. Like the world government or America, Westinghouse, had rubber before everyone else, of course. It was very expensive, though. That was back when when light bulbs cost $4,000, and the World's Fair was a ridiculous expense that I decided to do just for the hell of it. Anyway, though, but I assure people they did exist, and it's kind of annoying that in the online today, and probably in most books, people are like, no, it didn't exist. No, Hitler didn't have nuclear power. It's like, yes, Germany had the foremost nuclear energy school where everybody went with a working reactor that eventually began to rust, and they had to disassemble it. We have had nuclear energy since 1900 or before. We actually had nuclear energy since 700. Year 700, we had nuclear power. Yeah. It actually only took us 75 years to get nuclear power. That's the truth. And it's kind of annoying how people are like, no, we just use horses. It's like, I was thinking about a nuclear powered car, but the thing is that if you get in a car accident with a nuclear powered car, a little problem becomes a big problem very quickly. So I thought, probably not a good idea, but we could have done it. But it's just like, probably not a good idea. I mean, it's okay it's not that hard to build, but like I say, if you ever got in an accident with a nuclear-powered car, although they did assure me that they could actually make a safe reactor that even in a car accident probably wouldn't get destroyed. And it's like, what if it burns? I mean, I wasn't really, I didn't feel comfortable with letting out those kind of things. I mean, but they had nuclear reactors, as small as as the cup, you know. Very small nuclear reactors. Miniature nuclear reactors. We've had them for a while. Why it's not posted or talked about or in any real history books, I don't know. But it's true, I assure you. There's even pictures of them. They've had them for a while. But it's just kind of like one of those unsafe things in general. Although I didn't really care about, you know, the population knowing past a certain point. It's like, yeah, we've had them for a while. I guess you have to talk to Donald Trump or some other world-leading, you know, kind of person about why they're suppressing this information. But because it's like, wow. Anyway, whatever. Maybe it's a test for me. It's like IQ test for me. It's like, yeah. I ordered it. You know, I basically ran the world for so long that it's like, hey, whatever. But anyway, yes, of course, we had them. I ordered them. I decided them. Blah blah. And now I'm just, you know, it's something that I had produced a long time ago. And now pretty much I just kick it, like I say. But to deny it and say that it didn't exist is kind of ridiculous.